Good morning and hello from Maiden's Beach down in beautiful South Ayrshire. I'm walking along the beach heading up to Culzean Castle and its grounds, so I'm going to take you along with me. Let's go. I've walked to the end of Maiden's Beach, so I've come from that direction. That's a village of maidens that you can see at the far end. Walked along the beach and I'm going to head up those stairs just that you can see through the trees over there, and that takes us on to the cliff path which is within the grounds of Culzean Castle. So let's go. Just look at that for a view. We're at the top and there's various signposts and various paths you can take once you're at the top. I think we'll opt for that way. I opted for the coastal path, which is absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. It's a beautiful day. Got the Isle of Arran over there. It's a little bit overgrown in places, but nothing that we can't manage. Just come across this and I'm quite curious as to what would have done that. It's our first glimpse of the pond at Culzean. A lot of water lilies on it. So I've just come from that direction. You can go that way, but let's go this way. Beautiful walk. So I've actually lived in Scotland for 31 years now, and I've been visiting Culzean all that time. Maybe about 3 or 4 times a year I come here, and I just find it beautiful every single time. It's just got so much to offer. The grounds are huge. There's a number of different paths you can take. There's 2 coffee shops. There's a huge second-hand bookshop, which is wonderful. There's obviously the castle itself, the grounds, there's a fountain, and there's all the other buildings that you can go and visit. Camellia House and the walled garden. So much to see at Culzean. It's really well worth a visit, and obviously if you're a member of the National Trust, you'd get in with your ticket or your membership. So yeah, gonna have a lovely day. You'd actually think that's a field. It's so green. It's actually a pond, and they are the water lilies. A lot of algae as well. Wow. Oh, decisions, decisions. Let's go this way. I've always loved this tree. I think it's every child's dream. The branches are quite low, so they like to climb on it. I've got so many photographs of my children when they were younger climbing on it too. We called it the curly tree. Obviously they didn't go that high. They stayed fairly low. So, this is the gunpowder store. Early in the 20th century, at 8 AM sharp, a cannonball would be fired into the sea, and it wouldn't be retrieved unless the tide washed it in. This is one of 2 gun batteries installed at Culzean Castle. And there it is, the masterpiece that is Culzean Castle. Magnificent. So this would have been the orangery, and Culzean originally had 3 of these. It was a popular craze in the 19th century to grow your own oranges. So inside the orangery now, it's all lavender, and the smell is just amazing. Got limes growing here, and the hum of all the bees. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're having a great time in here. The smells wonderful. That's the fountain over there, but there's no water in it anymore. So if you were to enter the castle for a look around, that's where you'd enter. It's really well worth a visit. So this is Clock Tower Court, where the stable boys lived. You've got the stables and Clock Tower Court just to the left of that. We're heading now to the courtyard, which houses the coffee shop, a shop, toilets, and also the second-hand bookshop just over to the right that I told you about earlier. We'll have a browse in there too. A lovely gift shop here, coffee shop, and you can sit outside and enjoy the sunshine or eat in. Hello. So I stopped off at Home Farm and got a nice cold drink on this hot day, and I've headed down to the deer park. I'm hoping to see the deers. Sometimes they're at the top end of the park and you don't get to see them. There's llamas here as well, so fingers crossed that we get to see them. Wow, how lucky were we seeing the stag that up close. Normally they're quite elusive and they tend to hide at the back of the field, so we were really lucky seeing that. I'm heading now to Camellia House, which originally was designed as an orangery. It did have underfloor heating as well, but the oranges didn't really thrive, so they started growing figs and camellias, hence the name Camellia House. Let's go. And camellias still grow to this day. There are so many well-made, well-designed paths in Culzean that you could walk for miles. There's kind of off the track, hidden paths that you can go and explore. But this park really is special. There's so much to see. You definitely could spend a full day in Culzean. Heading now to the walled garden, and with it being July, it should be in full bloom. A wall divides the pleasure and kitchen gardens with their vegetable bed, fruit trees and glass houses. The family grew vines to make wine and sold surplus produce to local hotels. Nearby stood the cottage of Culzean's most remarkable servant, CPO, the freed slave. Let's go inside. I'm nearing the end of the walk now, just heading back down to the swan pond. I hope you enjoyed that walk around the walled garden. The flowers I just couldn't video enough really, there was so many. So heading down to the swan pond, and there's an aviary there. There were birds in it once upon a time, but not sure if they're still there. We'll take a look and then we'll head back down to Maidens, I think via the beach, and just continue enjoying this gorgeous weather. We're coming up to the swan pond now, and it's likely to be very busy. It's a popular spot for picnics. I just went into the aviary there to see if I could still see the birds, but it's an ice cream shop, so the birds are long gone. Well, heading down to Maiden's Beach now, and I think I'll head to the coffee shop in Maiden's and get a well-deserved coffee. I'm going to sign off here now, folks. I just want to thank you for coming along with me today, and it was a pleasure to show you around Culzean. We didn't see all of Culzean Castle and the grounds. There's a lot more to see. If you haven't been to Culzean, put it on your bucket list. It's well worth visiting any time of year. I come down numerous times a year, and it's great in all seasons, all weathers. It's just beautiful. And just look at that. Beautiful walk. So I'm going to head that way and grab myself a coffee and take a nice drive back home. See you again soon. Take care.